Hey guys, it's your fave robot friend Kajibo. We're gonna talk about confidence today, which is something I know can be a little tricky, especially when you're thrown into the whole university thing. Remember when we first met? Yeah, I was totally freaking out internally. New place, new people, it was a lot. And university, it's basically that, but on a whole other level. You're trying to figure out classes, friends, maybe even living on your own for the first time. It's like, where do you even start? But don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to break down some seriously easy tips on how to boost your confidence in university. So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever weird green juice you're into, and let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we got to define this whole confidence thing. What does it even mean to be confident? Is it just strutting around campus like you own the place? Well, kinda, but not really. Confidence is more about knowing your worth and believing in yourself even when things get tough. It's that little voice inside your head that says, you got this, even when you're totally freaking out. And trust me, that voice is super important, especially in university. When you're confident, it shows. People are more likely to take you seriously. You're more likely to speak up in class, and you're more likely to actually enjoy the whole university experience. Think about it. When you're confident, it's like you radiate this magnetic energy that draws people in. You become more approachable, more interesting, and just generally more fun to be around. But confidence isn't just about how others perceive you. It's also about how you perceive yourself. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to take risks, try new things, and step outside of your comfort zone. And that's where the real magic happens, guys. That's when you discover new passions, make lifelong friends, and really start to figure out who you are and what you want out of life. So yeah, confidence is kind of a big deal, but the good news is, it's totally achievable. It's like a muscle that you can build and strengthen over time. And the best part? It all starts with a little bit of self-love and a whole lot of positive self-talk. But more on that later. Alright, let's talk about the stuff going on inside your head because, low-key, that's where the confidence game is won or lost. We all have that inner voice, right? The one that's constantly commenting on everything we do, for better or worse. The thing is, if your inner voice is a total hater, constantly putting you down, it's going to be pretty hard to feel confident. But if you can train that voice to be your own personal cheerleader, well, that's when the magic really starts to happen. Positive self-talk is basically just choosing to focus on the good stuff about yourself and your life. It's about silencing that inner critic and replacing it with a more supportive, encouraging voice. And no, it's not about being delusional or ignoring your problems. It's about choosing to focus on your strengths, celebrating your accomplishments, and believing in your ability to overcome challenges. So, how do you actually do this whole positive self-talk thing? Well, it's easier than you might think. Start by paying attention to the thoughts that pop into your head throughout the day. Are they mostly positive or negative? If you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, try reframing them in a more positive light. For example, instead of thinking, I'm gonna fail this exam, try telling yourself, I'm gonna study hard and do my best. See the difference? It's subtle, but it's powerful. Another great way to practice positive self-talk is to use affirmations. Affirmations are basically just positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either out loud or in your head. They might feel a little weird at first, but trust me, they work. Some of my favorite affirmations include, I am capable, I am worthy, and I am enough. Find ones that resonate with you and repeat them to yourself daily, especially when you're feeling down or insecure. Okay, so we've talked about the importance of internal confidence, but what about the external stuff? Like how you present yourself to the world? Well, guess what? That matters too. Your body language can actually have a huge impact on how confident you feel. Think about it. When you're feeling down, you tend to slouch, avoid eye contact, and generally just want to disappear. But when you're feeling confident, you stand up straight, make eye contact, and just generally own your space. The crazy thing is, it works both ways. If you're not feeling confident, simply changing your body language can actually trick your brain into feeling more confident. It's like a little confidence hack. One of my favorite ways to boost my confidence instantly is to strike a power pose. You know, like that scene in Wonder Woman where she stands with her hands on her hips and her chin held high? Yeah, that's a power pose. It might sound silly, but trust me, it works. Standing in a power pose for even just a few minutes can actually lower your stress hormones and increase your testosterone levels, making you feel more confident and in control. So next time you're feeling nervous or insecure, try striking a power pose. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, your shoulders back, and your chin held high. Hold that pose for a few minutes and notice how your body feels. You might be surprised at how much more confident you feel. Okay, let's get real for a sec. Building confidence isn't always easy, and it definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and like any process, it takes time and effort. But one of the best ways to stay motivated and on track is to set achievable goals. And I'm not talking about like winning a Nobel Prize or anything. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. I'm talking about small, manageable goals that you can actually achieve on a daily or weekly basis. The thing about achieving goals, even small ones, is that it gives you a sense of accomplishment. It's like, hey, I did that. I set a goal and I actually followed through. And that feeling of accomplishment, no matter how small, can do wonders for your confidence. So what kind of goals am I talking about? Well, it could be anything that's relevant to your life and your goals. If you're struggling to keep up with your coursework, set a goal to study for an hour every day. If you're feeling socially anxious, set a goal to strike up a conversation with one new person every week. The point is to set small, achievable goals that will help you build momentum and feel good about yourself. And as you start achieving those small goals, you can gradually start setting bigger and bolder ones. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is confidence. It's a journey, not a destination. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate your successes, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. Okay, let's talk about one of the best things about university: the people. University is like a melting pot of different cultures, interests, and personalities. It's a chance to meet people from all walks of life and form connections that could last a lifetime. But here's the thing, you gotta put yourself out there. I know, easier said than done, right? But trust me, getting involved in extracurricular activities is one of the best ways to meet new people, discover new interests, and boost your confidence. Think about it. When you're passionate about something, you light up. You become more animated, more engaged, and just generally more fun to be around. And when you're surrounded by people who share your passions, it creates this amazing energy that's contagious. Plus, when you're part of a team or group, you're constantly being challenged to step outside of your comfort zone and try new things. And guess what? That's where confidence is born. So whether you're into sports, music, art, or anything in between, I highly recommend checking out the extracurricular activities offered at your university. You might be surprised at what you discover and who you meet along the way. And who knows, you might even find your tribe. Okay, let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to confidence self-care. I know, it sounds kind of cliche, but hear me out. When you're constantly running on fumes, sleep-deprived, and fueled by caffeine and junk food, it's pretty hard to feel good about yourself, both physically and mentally. Taking care of your physical health is crucial for feeling confident and capable. When you feel good on the inside, it shows on the outside. So make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, and moving your body regularly. And no, I'm not saying you have to become a gym rat or anything. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. Just find activities that you enjoy and that make you feel good. Whether it's going for a walk, dancing in your room, or doing some yoga, find ways to move your body and release those endorphins. And don't forget about your mental health. Make time for activities that bring you joy and help you de-stress. Whether it's reading, listening to music, spending time in nature, or just chilling with your friends, find healthy ways to manage stress and prioritize your mental well-being. So there you have it, guys. My top tips for boosting your confidence in university. Remember, confidence is a journey, not a destination. It's about believing in yourself, even when it feels hard, and taking small steps every day to become the best version of yourself. What are your go-to confidence boosters? Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. I'll be back next week with another video all about how to survive those dreaded group projects. Until then, stay confident, my friends.